He's not the biggest buck in the world, but God damn it, I worked hard for this deer this year. It's bow season, baby. 2025, let's go. I am finally in northern Wisconsin. I'm about to hunt the next 3 days by myself. No one else will be on our property. My dad is not starting until after this weekend, so I will be out there just living the dream. I do have work the next 2 days, but I get to hunt the evening, so I'll sit as long as I possibly can in the evening. And then Saturday, I'm hoping to sit all day. But regardless, it is looking good. We've had some good buck movement the last couple days. Not much in the daylight, of course. They're still pretty nocturnal over here, but we do have one that slipped on Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night he came in at 6:26 right across my food plot. And if I would have been in my tree stand, we would hopefully have a dead deer. But wasn't here, and that's life. So now we play the game and get out there when we can and rock and roll. So I'm pumped to get out there. We have a south wind today, which is, I mean, maybe not my favorite wind, but it's not that big of a deal because the deer that I'm targeting, we've named Tall Boy, is actually coming from the south. So that's not a bad thing. The only thing is I don't always see when he leaves. So if he's already in past my stand, this would be a bad sit. But if he continues to pattern the way he has been, I should be okay tonight. Same with most of the other bucks. We actually typically get them coming onto my plat from the south. So I should be okay to sit tonight. That southeast, eastish wind is not what I want for my stand. So anyways, pumped. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, it is 4 o'clock and the wind has picked up a lot. I will be probably lucky to see anything tonight, but that's okay. It's been nice to get out here, get things set up for the first time, get a feel for it. And yeah, so we're gonna sit until dark, of course, and see what we can see. I did see a doe on my way in, seen 2 eagles, and I heard a turkey. So eventful already, I guess. But yeah, we'll check back in a little while. Night 1 in the books. It is the morning after because I got out of the tree last night and went straight to dinner after I changed out of my hunting clothes, and I was starving, so I did not get a chance to record. But I had so much adrenaline rushing through me, I really should have just got on here and said something because I probably wouldn't have been even been able to speak. It was the most eventful night I think I've had in my tree stand, maybe ever. So first of all, to start, I was not dressed properly. That's great. That's always a great start. I had just like 2 layers on, and the wind happened to be way colder than I had anticipated. It was one of those nights where like you're sweating by the time you get out to your tree stand, and then within an hour you're shivering because you're so cold. I didn't put enough layers on, so that is noted for tonight. I will be layering up, and the wind was about 10 miles per hour from the south, and that's a good wind for the food plot that I was hunting. But I had a doe and a fawn walk out right around 5:30-ish onto the clover plot, and because I plan to stand and shoot my bow at whatever deer I do plan to shoot, I practiced when they walked out standing up really slow, making sure that I could pull that off. And she was a super smart doe. She was very on edge and making sure that her and her baby were safe. So I knew this was a good opportunity to do this. Stood up a couple times, sat down obviously a couple times just to see what she did. Had no issues. And that 6:15, 6:20 mark hit, and I saw antlers walking out. And I immediately thought to myself, that has to be Tall Boy, which is my #1 shooter right now. And I stood up really slow, and mind you, I still have the doe and fawn here. So they're right here, kind of in front of me, and then I've got a buck coming across the food plot to my like right side. He's walking towards me, gives me a beautiful, perfect, clean shot, nice basket 8-pointer. Any other year I would have shot this buck. This year, I'm like, I've got bigger, better dreams here. So I'm sitting here watching him. He's great. I'm just like excited, but not super like anxious necessarily. No buck fever, nothing like that. Within 45 seconds of that deer coming in front of me, I now have another buck walking out from the same path. And this is the second on my list shooter buck. And he's a goofy boy. So he's a beautiful 4-pointer on this side, wide outside of the ear and tall. And then his left side grew funny. So he either injured it during his growth period, or maybe that's how he grows every year. We haven't seen this buck in the past. And I had to make a decision, right? Like, am I going to shoot this buck right now? Or I have 3 weeks to hunt. Like, I could hunt through November. Like, what do I do, right? He came about 30 yards from me and never gave me a broadside shot. So I'm like, it's okay, Victoria. Like, you're not going to shoot this buck this time. Just enjoy this watching, right? Like, I love just being out there. This is what you go out there for. The adrenaline hit me so hard out of nowhere. The entire tree was shaking. And you can say whatever you want about that. I feel, now that I'm able to reflect on that, I was so mad at myself in the moment. Like, I was trying breathing techniques, and when I did stand up for these bucks, I did sit back down real slow. They didn't catch me. But I still couldn't stop shaking even when I was sitting. That adrenaline had hit, and the game was over. I don't know if I could have pulled my bow back. I didn't get a chance to anyways, but I don't know if I would have been able to. So anyways, I could not stop that shaking. And my takeaway today is obviously that is an important piece of the pie. Like, it's so important to know that the adrenaline is still there. The love for the sport is still there. Bucks will still do this to me maybe forever. But now it's a matter of being sure that I can overcome that next time. So tonight I'm definitely hoping I get another situation where I can do some more breathing techniques and think about this a little bit more in depth. I've never had to make a decision on a buck. I've always had a buck come out in front of me, made a decision that's a big enough buck, and I'm gonna shoot it, and I've always had it broadside and been able to go. So to have 2 bucks in front of me, one I knew I wasn't shooting, but still having it in front of me, and then having a second in line shooter walk out, I couldn't contain myself. Like, I was so happy, sad, excited, so many emotions, my body just shook. I hope it's on camera. But anyways, so that was such an eventful night. They eventually did walk off back towards my rifle stand. So the good thing was that I was headed out the other way when I was leaving at dark, so I wouldn't end up bumping them, which was great. So yeah, that was my evening. And I think some takeaways here are the wind was right. I had good scent control. There was rain coming in the forecast, so the deer were feeding maybe a little sooner than they were in the previous evenings. And then, of course, I need to work on my mental game. That's that. I need to work on my mental game and be prepared. I think I know I can shoot. I know I can kill a deer. I know I can do all the other things, but now it's a matter of keeping myself calm, which is something I've never had a problem with. So I don't know, does this come with age? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But we are in night 2, about to be in night 2. I'm working today and then going out this evening for another evening sit. But let's get on with the day and we will check back in the tree.
The next several weeks, I climbed into that stand. Rain from storms soaked through my layers. Wind cut across the ridges and, depending on my gear, sometimes through me. And the crazy part, I loved every second of it. Even the silence. I found myself appreciating the grind in a way I never had before. This was the first year I truly committed to passing on good bucks. Letting deer walk that I would have tagged in a heartbeat last year, I was passionate about holding out for a mature buck. And then, after all the passing, all the hard work and grit, all the time, it happened.
All right, guys, it is October 29th. We are headed to the tree stand. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I feel like we got excited maybe a little too early. And now we're finally seeing some bucks move. We haven't still really had any big, nice deer moving in daylight. We have a nice little 8-pointer, a couple 6-pointers, lots of little bucks chasing around does, but nothing big. has shown itself in the daylight. Last night, we had our honestly hit list buck show up at my stand at 7:06 p.m. So just about 30 minutes too soon, 35, 40-ish minutes too soon. So anyways, hopefully tonight is a night that he shows up just a little earlier. What do you got to say?
I'm gonna kill a big buck.
You are?
I am.
Tonight?
I don't know about tonight.
TBD.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, it's pretty warm out, 55 degrees, northeast wind. Barometric pressure's decent, 30.2. So yeah, we'll get going here. Any last words?
Peace out.
shook up and I don't know what to say.
honestly, I could cry with frustration. I don't know if that would help anything, right? This bug just came in, and I got to watch him for like 10 solid minutes. Really freaking cool. I got my heart way up, excited, and then I had enough time to relax and realize it wasn't my top shooter. Well, then a bear came in and scared him off. So I did everything in my power to scare this bear off and be quiet. I think I did a decent job, but it's hard. Bears don't have good eyesight, so I tried to grunt at him and things like that. I don't know if we got it on film. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there's no way in hell that buck comes back, right? Like, no way. Out of nowhere, the buck comes back. And I'm like, oh my God. Now I have to make a decision. Is this a deer that I want? And their brow tines just literally blend in with everything right now. So I couldn't get a good look while he was still far away. Finally, he got close enough and came onto the plot. And I was like, you know what? Those tines are slightly outside of the ears. He's really tall. I would be foolish to pass this deer up. Just a respectable buck, in my opinion. So I let him come in. And then the unfortunate thing is I don't have a lot of shooting lanes, if you will, space to my right. And he started immediately going to my right when he got onto the fruit plot. So I drew back as soon as I could. As soon as he wasn't looking, he paused without me even having to ask him to pause. And my cord on my call got stuck on my release. And I thought, well, what happened? You know, and I'm doing this all at once, trying to think about this. What will happen if I pull this release and this string is frickin' attached to it? Probably nothing, but I panicked in the middle of it, so I got that off. However I did that, I don't even remember, got that off. And then I had to focus on slowing the game down and getting my pin on there while I'm losing light. And I'm gonna be honest, I felt like I couldn't really see because I was kind of shooting through some branches. Not that it wasn't a bad shot. I could see the deer, but it was almost like, it was just hard for me to realize like where I had the pin on him. That sounds so stupid. I made an ethical good shot. But when it hit my release, I didn't see it hit him, which is so outrageous to me. I didn't see it hit him. And he didn't death kick, and all my bucks have death kicked. So, I don't know, I know I shouldn't have gotten down right away. I'm not trying to push him, I just wanted to go see if my arrow was over there, because when he ran off, I didn't see my lighted knock. So I don't know if my arrow's in the ground over there and I just can't see it, or if it's in him. Did I hit him good? I am literally racking my brain and I'm sick to my stomach. This is hunting. I really don't feel like I rushed that shot. I really felt like I made a good decision on where to put the pin, and I just can't believe I don't see my arrow. I can't believe he didn't. You know, I shot my deer last year, and I mean, I watched blood come out of him when he ran off. So, to not see anything really makes me sick. And most of all here, my biggest concern is a bad placement of the arrow and hurting that deer, because that will make me vomit. He deserves at least another year if I gun shoot him. So, man, fingers crossed that he's okay, or that he's down and I can recover him safely, perfectly. I did my best. That's all we can ask for, right? I'm waiting for Dad to finish his hunt and then we'll go look. All right. We let Bob finish out his hunt, and I think I heard the deer crash at the bottom of the hill. So we are gonna look for some blood. I didn't find blood when I got down, but we're gonna keep peeking, see if we can find some blood, and then hopefully find this deer. Wish us luck.
This is where it was, huh?
Yeah, but I don't know where the hell my arrow is or anything. And I didn't see the knock.
Do you think he ran around this side of the tree? Because
I think he stayed on this side.
I don't see no blood.
He might have went to the right a little bit here. This way, I think. Maybe not. He cut back.
He's gonna take the easiest path. I don't think he'll go through there.
Blood. I found blood. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Good blood trail. Yeah. Oh, I think I see a white belly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That. There he is. There he is. Whoa. What a nice deer. All right. Just gonna, there's my shot. A little further behind than I would have liked, but oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. All right. Here he is. Wild. He's just all torn up down here. When he came in, he was drooling. He was just rotten hard. He's got beautiful G1s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a couple little kickers. He's wide, super cool. He's not the biggest buck in the world, but God damn it, I worked hard for this deer this year. Awesome. Let's go enjoy a bush light, eh?
Hell yeah.
Oh God. All right, let's get him all gutted and get him home.
Next time, Bob, bring a butter knife.
I hope we got that on camera.
It's on.
It's on. What the freak?
That's why you didn't.
So
That's why I couldn't
think
find
he
my-
broke off.
Must have broke.
Because that's all that's in him.
Yeah, but that means it went
It went.
all the way
All the
in,
way
but just
through,
didn't
but
come
he
all the
broke
way
it
through.
off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Hug. Thanks for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at you. What are you doing? How you doing? Hi, buddy. What are you up to?
Flashing deer.
Flushing deer. Doing the Lord's work.
I mean, he smells, but it's not.
Oh yeah, he was drooling from his mouth. I could not
You know why
believe
they
it.
drool, right? Or why they lick their nose and stuff?
Why?
Because it allows the wetness makes the scent molecules stronger.
Oh. Yeah. The more you know, eh?
The more you know. Okay, go ahead.
Good. 195.
That's pretty close to 200. There should be a bunch because when I cape them like that, you usually have a little bit.
Hard not to get a
How do you want it? What do you need?